Suppose we're given a contingency table that we see here. This was given to 289 students to fill out, and this is diet versus political leanings. And we want to create a visual for this. And suppose you need to create, or you want to create, a stacked bar chart that is a proportional chart that goes up to 100%. So here it's going to treat each bar as the whole, and so it divides it proportionally into segments that are going to correspond to the percentage from each category, from each group. So let's just see maybe how you would start thinking about that. So you come into StatCrunch, and maybe you say, you know, I'm going to go and do a bar chart. And I've got summary data here. So summary, categories, maybe diet, and then counts. Wait a second, I want to count all of them. So this is not going to work the way the data is presented here. So maybe you think, okay, let's look at chart. And we're going to go to columns. And this looks better, right? I'm going to select my 3 columns. I'm going to ignore the total column for here, and row labels are in diet. And we're going to go ahead and select the horizontal bars split first. Okay, so this is not bad. It does give me the totals, which I often don't want. I'm just wanting to compare here my my 3 categories. So let's go ahead and see if we can remove that. Doesn't look like I can. I didn't select total here. It's pulling the other total, right? It's pulling them from the diet labels. Maybe if I split this around and do a stacked, again, it gives me that total column, which I don't want. And these I'm actually wanting to see relative to the carnivores, the proportions. So I'm really wanting this to be at 100%. So how do I do that? This is one visual we could do. I mean, we could just remove this total column if we wanted to, and it would remove this. So that's not a big deal. So what we're wanting here, instead of the raw totals here, is the percents, maybe the row percents. So I could get those in StatCrunch. If I go to Stat, Tables, Contingency with Summary. Select my columns. Row labels are in diet, and select row percent. And press Compute. Okay, so here are my row percents. You know, there's not an easy way that I know of in StatCrunch to go ahead and copy and paste this. If I only wanted row percents, I can't get it to just give me the row percents to extract that part. So if there's not too many, it won't take you but a few seconds to type these in. 25.6, 33.3, 41, and so on. I'm going to show you, when these get a little bigger, how to use Excel to create these percents. Sometimes you have to use multiple programs to get the visuals that you want. Okay, so first I'm going to take my data, I'm going to highlight it and copy. So Control C. And open up Excel and click in this first cell and Control V to paste that. Or you can click the paste button. Okay, looks good. Now what do I want to do? I want to divide this 10 by 39 and convert this to a ratio or percent. So let me go ahead and just copy my labels down so I can show you that. I'll copy these labels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press equals, select my cell, divided by it. Now if I just select this cell the way it is, E2, that's not gonna, it'll work for this particular one. Okay, but when I copy this, it's not gonna work out. Why? If we click on here, what do we see? It's saying C2, and it's shifting this column as well. I don't want that. I want it to fix that particular column. So what I'm gonna do is select, put right here, I'm gonna put a $sign right before that. And now, when I copy this over, it pulls the correct ones over. See, it's C2 divided by, and it keeps that cell the way it is. And because I've done it that way, I can take this and I can copy that formula down. And I can highlight this and copy it all the way over. And I'll sometimes select those ones just to make sure it's getting me at 100% across the row. And let's go ahead and convert these to percents. These decimals kind of make me nervous sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight all these and press the percent button. Now they're all percent. And you can change the rounding if you needed to see these at a certain decimal place. We could. Let's just go ahead and make it at 1 decimal place. Now I can just copy and paste this back into StatCrunch. Now another way around that, if you didn't like that $sign trick that I showed you, and if you're sure these are going to stay the same, stay put, they're fixed, like if you're doing one particular problem, you could just highlight that, put B2 divided by, then actually type that number in, 39, and then copy that across and do the same thing for the other ones, divided by 226. This way just allows you, if you've got a lot of data, to create this table effortlessly. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this back over. So Control C. I'm going to go ahead and create a new data table so I'm not mixing these. New data table. Now for this, make sure you select the var1 so that way I've got my headers in there. You don't have to do that, but it comes out a little bit nicer. I'm not going to need this total row here, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. I can highlight it. I can just sort of highlight it and press delete. Or I could have gone up to edit rows and deleted that particular row. And I can even delete this here. Sometimes the total ones kind of will mess up the graphs. I don't think it will for that one, but let's take a look. Go back to chart, columns, and we'll highlight these 3. Row labels are still in diet. And let me do my vertical stacked bars. Ooh, beautiful, right? I can size that how I want. I can hover my mouse over particular ones and it'll tell me the percent, 25.6, and so on. Okay, just know that these are percentages, relative percentages within the carnivores. Now suppose you wanted to flip that around. Maybe you wanted the political leanings down here and the diet as the legend. Let me show you quickly how to do that. We're going to transpose this data. So I'm going to select these values. Again, I don't need that total. Go to Edit, Arrange, and Transpose. I'm going to transpose all of them. And I'm going to open as a new data table. It can get confusing if you have the same labels in the same table. So I'm going to open up a new table. There we go, and I should have labeled that here. Maybe politics. Okay, again, I'm going to go ahead and delete this row. So again, I can go up here to Edit, Rows, and delete that one selected row. So graph, chart, column, select my columns. Now my row label is politics. And let's go ahead and do the vertical stacked bar. Okay, what happened here? Didn't do what I thought it was going to do, right? So we needed to have redone my statistics on the columns. Remember, all these percentages were across the rows, and I transposed it. So I would need to redo what I just did for the rows on the columns. And I'll leave that as an exercise for you. So real quick, I'll go ahead and do it for you. Hopefully you pause the video, try it on your own. I went ahead and transposed the data in Excel. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Go ahead and highlight my columns. Equals. And again, I've already transposed it, so it's going to be relative to this value here. But again, I'm going to put the $sign in. Go across. And go down. So this is the table I'm going to copy and paste. I don't really need the totals, so I'm going to leave them the way they are. So copy. Again, I like a new data table. Make sure you highlight the var1. And there we go. So graph, chart, columns. Select my columns. Row labels are in politics. Select vertical bars stacked. And there we go. Looks like I forgot to convert these to percents, but we have the ratios right here as well. My table was a little bit off. I had forgotten I had removed an NA category here just to kind of keep things simple, but that messed up some of the totals, so it wasn't all at 100%. So now it should be correct. I went ahead and I summed these up and they weren't summing correctly. So let me go ahead and recopy my table here, just these values here, not the totals. So copy. Let me repaste this in. And I went ahead and changed them to percents too, just so it's a little bit easier on my eyes. Now if I go here and just press refresh, it takes these same ones and just redoes it. So this looks better. I noticed it was off just a hair. So that is how you work with tables. I know it's a long video. There are some slightly easier ways to do these, but this is using StatCrunch is probably the best way to go about it. So this is one area where Excel is really a lot easier to use than StatCrunch, but not everybody has Excel. But I do want to show you, if you just have our data here and I wanted to create a segmented bar chart at 100%, I just highlight it, the values I want. Let me just go ahead and highlight these and go to insert. And if I even just go to recommended charts, it usually does a pretty good job. Well, let me go to all charts. And ooh, I selected my total, which is kind of messing me up here. So I'm going to not select that total. I'm going to remove my totals. Sometimes that can kind of mess me up. Notice when I did that, it messed up because everything was based on a formula. So let me leave that one in there just in case. I'm only going to select these though. If I do recommended, here we go, right here. My 100%. And there we go. A little bit easier, right? But there are a lot of things, like most of the things that we'll do in here are much easier in StatCrunch. Creating visuals that are categorical is easier in Excel, but that's about it for what we do in our class. So I hope that helps. I often have to use multiple programs, Excel and StatCrunch, and even some other statistical programs to get the graphs that I want. So that's just something you have to kind of get used to, right, when you're in a field like this. So I hope that helps. One thing I want to show you in Excel, look how easy this is. If I wanted to switch that, there's no transpose in there I have to do. I can just click this switch row column and notice what happens. Here I have conservative, liberal, moderate. And then when I switch it, it changes it to the diet. So with one click of a button, it can do that. So very nice indeed.